Hi there, it's Daniel Ray, rugby writer at Bleacher Report, and this is the latest in my series of videos on the World Cup 2015. And tonight's game is England versus Australia, so here are the key factors I think are going to determine the outcome of the match. Firstly, the pack. We usually talk of England dominating the Aussies up front and their superior back line putting England to the sword. So who's going to win up front? The key battle for me is that of the hookers. More for Australia against Youngs of England. Michael Checker, the Wallaby coach, has talked a lot about how Australia have been improving in the set piece, and more is critical to that. England, they dominated Wales in the line-out and in the scrum, but still lost the game. They need to do likewise against Australia. The other factor in the Welsh game was I thought Wales were quite weak in that area. Expect the Wales side to be not as good as the Wallaby one that's playing tonight at the set piece. The second factor is the breakdown. So many column inches have been devoted to Pocock and Hooper combining well for Australia. Now England's Tom Wood really needs to step up and match the efforts of his flank partner Chris Robshaw, because otherwise England could get smashed at the breakdown. The return of Joe Launchbury to the England second row is a positive because he's a much better operator on the floor than England's other second rows. So that's positive. But unless Wood and Robshaw step up to the plate, then I do worry about England at the breakdown. The caveat of playing two open side flankers means that Australia have arguably lost a bit of ball carrying. That's because they've got a flanker, in this case Pocock at number 8, although Pocock himself is a good ball carrier. So what England need to do is make sure they're winning the collisions. If Morgan and co can win the collisions, then that makes it a lot harder for the two open sides of Australia to win the ball back or slow down English ball. So it's all about gain line collisions. Related to that is the third key point, which is Australia, they're only matched by New Zealand in their ability to get quick ball. And when you've got a back division, which I'm just going to run through it, Genia, Bernard Foley, Gitto, Kurindrani, Ashley Cooper, Rob Horne and Falau. That is a dangerous backline. You don't want to be giving them much time or speed on the ball. So if the breakdown and the speed of Australian ball is good, then England could be in real problems. The other thing I think is in Australia's favour is their bench. On the 60-minute mark, England's trump card off the bench is probably going to be George Ford. Australia, though, have Curtly Beale, have Phipps at scrum half, and they also have Matt Tamur, I think is a very good player in the centre as well. So those, I think, are going to be the crucial factors in today's game. It's going to be a cracker, hopefully one to savour, and a really nice end to a very good day of rugby already on Saturday, the 3rd of October 2015.